Hello, this is Commander T5 bringing you another edition of our random game series. Now today I'm playing Hospital Tycoon, another old game that is still pretty good. And what's best for me is the fact that it is silly. Especially this guy right here. Don't shock me, please. Don't accidentally shock him by pressing it against his arm. Anyways. I try sandbox. Now since I haven't completed the story mode, so I only get to use this hospital right now, but eventually you can use these two hospitals. I don't like hospital 2 because it's minuscule. So these two are pretty big, and I think that's the biggest, but still. I'm gonna start at $100,000 and I'm gonna put it on hard mode, so let's dive right in. See, syringe pulls back with fluid. You prepare treat lots of patients who are sick and manage the relations with hospital staff. There's hospital. Yeah, that's one. That's 2. Yes, definitely that's 3. It's strange because hospital 2 looks much bigger than hospital 3, but it's actually much smaller. Still, anyways. Oh, alright. I can't tell if it's. I guess, yeah, the loading would be the right end of the syringe. Go preparing. I do like it's calming music for all the hecticness that occurs in the hospital. And there we go, okay. Now we start out with a completely empty hospital, nothing here. What we have to start first doing is, I have 7 minutes to prepare my hospital for the first patient. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had to turn down the music a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me better now. Anyways, as I said, we're gonna have to start by, oh, no, that's wrong. By this fit, and we're gonna have to, build a reception desk, an admissions desk for the people to come in and hire someone. So we go into the computer, staff, hire staff. Let's look for a receptionist. Yes. Now senior receptionists have more experience, but they cost more I believe it's per day that we pay them. We also have to keep track of these traits. You want mean and playful to sort of be in the middle, and reliable to be high. So I'm going to pick Mrs. Simba as a staff member. Right, there we go. No, go there. Thank you. And you can train your staff later on. So anyway, she's going to go to the admissions desk. And while we're at it, we should place some benches for patients to come in. It's a group of 8 seats should do for now. We should also start by building a research room, which 12 by 12 should do alright, I think. I forgot how to turn things. There we go, okay, it's the comma and period key. Alright, so you're going to stick that there. It comes with a desk and a dressing room. Doors that way. We want to put in a research machine. Yes, so that our patients can come in. If they come in with a new disease, we'll be able to figure out what it is and start treating it. Alright, so we have to hire a researcher. Let's see, research scientist. Let's go with Professor Gershwin. Now let's go with Professor Brainworthy. There he goes. And he'll sit at his desk and start waiting for the next patient. Oh yes, and we also need an examination room. And here's our first patient. She has an unknown disease. Her health is at 79%. It'll decrease gradually over the day.
A fel 'na yna sy'n anasi.
See, they do talk in this weird language. So it should go down, and once it reaches 0, she's dead. And we don't want that to happen. So we should build a smaller examination room to start out with, so that she can, we can figure out that we need to send her to the, research lab. So there. It's, can we turn around? Yeah, there we go, sort of. Let's remove the desk. Yes, and replace it with a, examination desk. There we go. Now we need a doctor, and we also would be wise to get a nurse, because the nurse will help see the patient in and save time. Without, we can still function without the nurse, but then the doctor will have to welcome the patient. In, and that would waste time. So yes, it's higher. You can do with one nurse for the moment, but let's start with a doctor. Let's get Dr. Steele, who is, I believe, yes, he is the main character in the story of the game. Yes, which revolves around a reality type show with this, and we have lots of people come in. I think they all have the same thing. I'm not sure. But, let's hire a nurse, too, to help out. Nurse. How about, Nurse Daisy. Yes, Nurse Daisy. And we can also follow this person and take a look at things from her view. So, yes. Let's zoom out for the moment. Alright, we only have 4 patients. Okay, maybe I should build another examination room. There we are. Again, remove the desk. Replace it with an examination desk. And hire a doctor. Now the doctors will automatically move around where they are needed, and so will the nurses. There we go. Let's hire Dr. Buffman. Now, he's a junior staff member, which means he has very little experience, but he's reliable, and he's in the middle of between mean and playful, so hopefully he'll be able to work well. There we go. I don't think we need another nurse for the moment. So yes, we have figured out that she is a new unknown disease. Let's also build something to make the people a little bit happier staying here. How about a small magazine rack? We'll put that there. And this person's going to the research room to allow us to research what's wrong with her as more and more patients enter the hospital. So let's take a look at things from her perspective as she heads for the research lab. She's already down 16% health. This is not good. Oh, there's our research scientist. Come on in, come on in. Alright, so now we go into the research ball. And one of the cool things about this view is that you get to see what's going on inside these various machines. So this is how we do research in this game. You get in the ball, and you get spun around for a bit. And let's take a look outside. See how this is happening on the outside. Researcher looks as we're trying to figure out what's going on. Yes, we may want to get an engineer in soon to fix some of the machines when they get broken. It looks silly, and it is silly, but it does have some management aspects. So let's see, what does she have? She has premature aging. Aging is misspelled. So let's see, let's take a look at treatment. Does that require a lot of things? First, we need a DNA amplifier. Alright, so let's take a look at... DNA amplifier is a biology lab. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just build another room. Let's stick it right here. next to the research place. Back a bit. Okay, let's put in the analyzer. Needs the changing cubicle. And we need to hire a pathologist. Let's see. Pathologist. Here are only a couple of them are available. Sure, let's do Dr. Fasulus. While we're at it, we should get another nurse in. Nurse, sure, Nurse Farquhar. Okay then. What else do we need? And we need a cardio scanner. Put the cardio scanner on this side here. Move more agents with more people with premature aging. I don't know what that was, but still. Alright, we need to convert this to an examination room and fast. We have so many patients flooding in. No, not the hospital room. Stop it. Alright. The metal workstation goes. This replaces it. We're going to hire another doctor. How about, Dr. Leela? And then we also need to put in that cardio scanner. I don't think we need another doctor for that. We'll just have one of these guys come over. Where is it? Here it is, cardio scanner. Very good, and we'll hire another nurse to help deal with all of this. Our third nurse. We are hiring a lot of staff real quickly. Yes, Nurse Neiman, welcome to the hospital. Patients complaining about the service they are receiving from staff. Yikes, not good. See, this is the DNA analyzer. Already gotten changed. It's interesting. And then we get the cardio scanner, which is also looks kind of fun. Again, getting changed. I have to go in to get changed. And this the DNA analyzer and the cardio scanner are to diagnose the specific causes of the premature aging, which can be reversed with some of our advanced treatment techniques. There you go. An epidemic of premature aging. Yeah, heartbeat monitor in there. So yes, what do we need for treatment? A rejuvenator and a physiotherapist. Okay then. Let's start building some rooms here in the middle of the hospital. Yeah. Yikes, lots of people with premature aging. Okay, we need the rejuvenator, which isn't going to fit in this room. Okay, let's replace it for the moment. 12 by 8 room. Let's put another station here and see. I don't think we can fit 2 rejuvenators, no. So yeah, cancel the extra desk. Stick that there. Hire a physiotherapist. Dr. Lee. Now we are able to treat premature aging, though not very effectively at the moment. We have a lot of patients. Let's see, how many do we have? Admissions. We have 9 patients. Yes, we need to step up treatment. I don't think we need another doctor, but we should put another cardio scanner in. Saving lives, that's what we do here. This cardio scanner, wait, now let's move this around. Oh, there we go. And let's hire let's see, how many nurses do we have? 3, let's hire another one to help speed things up a bit. Nurse Jose. Alright, so looks like we're getting people treated. Yes, indeed. Burial view. Ah. Okay then. And what next? Oh, another premature aging patient. Let's hire another doctor. Oh, they're all the way up here. Dr. Beverly, welcome to the practice. Okay, yes. Okay, very good, very good. Alright, we should build a staff room. What? And we'll stick it here. Why not? Yes. Some furniture. Oh, I didn't give them a bathroom, did I? Okay, let's put another couch in there. Coffee machine. And an arcade machine, why not? And funds are running pretty good. We get paid after treatment. Have any patients close to death? Ooh. Where's Sarah? Watson. Admissions. Diagnosis process. This treatment waiting on diagnosis. Okay. We need another DNA analyzer stat. And this is for a pathologist. And we should get another nurse. Alright, so this is definitely hard. No, he's a pharmacist. Yeah. Dr. Funky. Silly name. And a nurse. Epidemic, yeah. Nurse Sunsu, welcome to the practice. Then, looks like we are about to treat premature aging. She's close to dying, so we should be careful. Let's see what rejuvenation looks like from the inside. Lots more spinning. Out here, water tank spinning, her health is slowly increasing. And we do get paid for every time we treat the staff. I'm sorry, not the staff, the patients. Here we get $3,175 for curing this. So yes. Lots of patients in need of this treatment. How are we doing? Lots of patients still in the diagnosis process. Oh yes, the bathroom, we really need that. Bathroom, we'll stick it next to the staff room. Alright, so there's one furniture. Toilet, cubicle. So I have two of them, 2 sinks. And 2 dryers. Very good, very good. And that's put a small wooden clock here. Which I think actually tells the time. Yeah, see? About 1:30. The clock says about 1:30. It's a little bit fast, but it's overall pretty good. Oh, this thing's really broken. Okay, we need to hire an engineer. Mr. Freebird, welcome to the practice. Oh, and our rejuvenator is broken down. Repair the rejuvenator. Yes. Alright, so now we're making some money off these cures. They want food and drink, I shall provide them. Oh, no disease. No disease. Okay. So yes, activity. Can't you see? I love the comedy in this game with all the silly diseases. Yes, and let's build a couple trash cans. Oh, some of these premature aging patients are very close to death. This is not good. To hire excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Need to hire a janitor now that we have those. Mr. Miani, welcome. Okay, we are researching this new disease. Where is Mr. Freebird? He's here to keep track of patients. Okay, we have found the new disease. Jibba Jabba. Alright, we need an EM analyzer. EM analyzer. Okay, that is a 7x6. We're gonna need a bigger room. Yes, we need to put in the EM analyzer. There. And let's hire another doctor because we need to speed up these treatments, or patients are going to start dying. Dr. Magwani, welcome to the practice. And we need a degassing device. It also requires a doctor. I don't think we need to hire another one. It's an emergency medicine department. Degasser is 7x6. Who's sleeping? Mr. Miani. So yes, another big room. 12x8. Can't tell if it's degassing or degaussing. Degaussing, I guess. I'm not sure. Mr. Freebird, you have to repair this machine, or people are gonna die. You're at 1%. Lock Song. Can we get you in time? You have seconds. No, he's gonna go and repair that, so... Sorry, Mr. Song. See, they stop whenever they hear that because they hated the noise. Mr. Song, we could not stop your premature aging. Follow him around. There he goes. Our first death. So he's gonna float there for a while. Eventually the Grim Reaper is going to come and snatch him. In fact, here he is, the Grim Reaper himself, ladies and gentlemen. Lok Song died while waiting to be cured. That's the first time we've had a patient die, and hopefully it'll also be the last. Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Reaper. Alright. Tom Shen. You're Yi Pang. You're close to death. Tom Shen, you need to be next. Come on in, come on in. We need to build another one of these. There needs to be a bigger room. Stop it, go away. Waste of some funds. Okay, I should have realized this earlier. We need another rejuvenator. And what does a rejuvenator require? A physiotherapist. Quickly, we need a physiotherapist. Dr. Ra. How are we doing on nurses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need another. No doubt about that. Nurse Saki, welcome. Alright. Only our second day. And we're about to have our second death. Unless he can get out of there quick enough. We might be able to save Yi Pang's life. So 3,000 for the cure, plus 52 for the tip. Not much. Okay, come on in. Stop discussing. Come in. Go out, yes, greet her, come in. Quickly now. Don't have much time. Her organs have just about failed. It'd be fun if they had this, type of treatment in real life, wouldn't it? Save a lot more lives. Let's see the treatments. It's, premature aging. Skeletal. Huge somber eyes and lank hair. Thumbs in for Jibba Jabba. Short repetitive vibrations. Ringing sound emanating from body like a human mobile phone. Doesn't cost as much to cure as a premature aging, but still. Just as deadly. Shauna Watson, do you think we can save her as well? Let's see. Patients seem to be dying before the par time for curing the condition. Let's see. Rejuvenation treatment. We have another rejuvenator. That one's in use as well. Alright, come on. We can still save her. Darn it, the machine's completely broken. Sorry, Miss Watson, but I don't think we are going to be able to get it repaired in time. Nope. Sorry, Miss Watson. There's the Grim Reaper. So 2 people have died while here. Wonderful. Okay. Well, other than those 2 early deaths, we seem to have things fairly under control. Premature aging. Yep, he looks like the guy on the card. Different clothing, but still. Alright then, so as long as no new diseases pop up, we should be alright for the moment. So this is really a fun game. I do like it. It's comical. And just the idea of running a hospital just seems fun to me. I don't know, what do you think? Oh boy, here comes a new disease. Sorry, sir, you don't look very healthy. Anyways, you don't seem very well at all. Yikes. Stop it. Mr. Freebird has reached 30% skill level. Good for him. Come on to the examination room. And be examined by Dr. Steele, assisted by Nurse Sunsu. Alright. This is a pretty checkup look, and come on in, come on in. Sit down, sit down. Let's see what you have. Let's see what's wrong with you. Janitor coming in to clean up. I'm gonna stick the giant wafer looking thing. I mean, I know it's a tongue suppressor, but it looks like a vanilla wafer. In your eyes, you roll your eyeballs up out of the way. And Dr. Steele quite profoundly professes that he does not know what is wrong with you. And then plays with his nurse. Yes, so definitely come. Premature aging is still our #1 problem, but we do have other diseases that we need to take care of, as this man heads for the research department. Be researched by Professor Brainworthy, assisted by Nurse Jose. Come on in. Get you changed. Which, if you actually looked at through the eyeball at that, all they do is they spin around. There's lots of spinning in this game. Spin around 180 degrees, face the other way. Lots of spinning. Alright, here's research. Let's find out what you have, as long as hopefully you won't hit your head on the top as you leap. But, I think you'll be alright. Let's see. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Alright. We need repair soon. Alright, let's see. What do you have? Leaping cough. Walk and sit calmly, but periodically do a massive hiccup, causing them to jolt several feet into the air. Alright. We are fine with most vices. We just need a restraint chair and a physiotherapist. And I don't think we need to hire any new physiotherapists. I think we'll be alright. Where shall we put it? Let's put it next to this cardio scanner here. Restraint chair, yeah, it's simple. It's just 5x4. Whoop, no, wrong button. We just use normal 8x8. We should be fine. Again, we don't need to hire another physiotherapist. Yes. Okay. Put in the restraint chair. Yeah, I don't think I could fit it there. Well, let's see, could I have... No, it doesn't look like it. No, not at all. Oh, wait, wrong place. Okay, I could sneak it in there. No. Okay, that's okay. Escape. How do I... Oh, thank you. There you go. Okay then, so... This person who has the leaping cough. Let's take a look at admissions. Good, we have 13 cured patients, but 2 fatalities, which is too bad. Leaping cough, but Ben Huang, he's already pretty badly hurt. Let's take a look. So we hope he's gonna survive at least for a while. So yes, cardio scan, and then we get to show you startle therapy. Alright, so now it's time for him to get startle therapy. Let's see, it'll be performed by Dr. Ra, assisted by Nurse Neiman. The doctor waits for the nurse to arrive. And now it's time for me to show you the greatness that is startle therapy. Sit down, sit down. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen to you. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I should have done this in the... Oh, there, see? He sits there in your strange chair, the balloon fills up, and they pop it. Ay, ay. Don't you just love that kind of treatment? One more should do it. And it indeed does. Oh no, they're gonna do it once more, just for fun. He's already cured, but this is just for fun. Oh no, see, this is all just for fun now. He's already cured. It's just because we want to do it to him. Right, he's cured. $935 for the cure, plus 384 tip. And now I just explain what happened. And he is cured. Very nicely done. And this is up to 38%, which is still not good, but needs to be improved. But we're certainly doing very well. And as long as there aren't any new diseases, you know, actually, let's take a look at staff relations in the game. Let's take a look at our janitor here. Let's have him interact with Mr. Freebird. You can just click on the person. Let's do a social action. A friendly hug. Let's see, where are you? Okay, we're going to clean. I don't know what needs cleaning, but okay. Next, we're down to 4 patients. We really cured ourselves into debt. Because, that's the only problem I really have with this game, is that in sandbox mode, you have this explosion of patients early on, but once you cure them all, then the patients just stop coming in. I really don't like it. So yes, friendly hug there. See, they like each other. And let's try, see if we can find 2 people that maybe don't like each other so much. Let's see, him and Nurse Saki. Since it's a man and woman who can do a love action, let's chat her up. After he plays video games and she gets done with the treatment. Another patient cured. Very nice, very nice. Yikes, 1,500 in tips. We must be getting better at our jobs. Freebird's gonna come up here. And chat her up, and see, now they're starting to fall in love a little bit. Now he's gonna go their separate ways. Let's see 2 people that maybe don't like each other as much. There's Sunsu. No, let's see. Do a fun action. Backslap. Let's see how this ends up. Slaps her back. And she seems alright with it. And then he gets slapped, his back slapped right back. I'm gonna show you a malicious action, if I can. Backslap. I love how the laughing is yeah, not ha ha ha. Do any staff members not really like each other? Come on. The entire staff can't be nice to each other. Let's try and find someone who's not so playful. Yeah, him. he's not so playful. Let's give him a back slap. Actually, no, cancel that. Let's have someone who doesn't have a relationship with him currently. Yeah, you. Tell a joke with him, because he's not very playful. Tell him a joke. See what happens. Okay, so they're happy. Alright, so I can't show you any of the meaner actions. Well, let's see. Anyone not like her? No. Oh well. So I didn't show you any mean actions. That's okay. So, any new diseases being researched? Or is it just those three? Just the three at the moment. So, let's see, you're at 14 but lost 2. That's an epidemic, no doubt. Anyways. Well, looks like that'll be it for now. No new diseases, doesn't look like it. This is Commander T5 saying, stay healthy so that I can see you later.